Back, my people, and I hope you guys are doing well. For today's story, I'll be talking about this girl, lady called Mia Khalifa. Most of us may have known her by now from her good work. She has been helping single guys over the years. Big ups to her. And now she is retired from the game, but not tired. She's retired from acting scene, but she's still behind the scene doing what she knows how to do best. But this is a clip that for her interview in 2019, talking about what made her join the industry and how she got there and the impact it made in her life. And for me, all those things are serious cap, because if you say you don't like the devil, you should also don't receive the devil's gift. I don't care how you think about it or who you think you are, but if you refuse the devil, you should also refuse the gift. And she talks about what made her do it, how she felt about it, and all those things are just ignorance and stupidity from my own side, because she's old enough to know what she's getting into, but she got into it, and when it backfired, she's like, oh, I'm insecure and all those blah blah blah. Let's get into the interview and I'll explain. I will talk about how I feel about the whole thing. But if you're listening to this voice, like, share, subscribe. Just do me the favor. Like, share, like and share, like and share. Let's get to it. Let's go.
Let's go through this step by step. How did a girl who was brought by her parents to the United States from Lebanon, your home country, schooled in the United States, clearly smart, went to university in Texas, read history. How did you get involved with the sex porn industry?
I don't think low self-esteem discriminates against anyone. It doesn't matter if you come from a great family or if you come from a not so great background. I struggled my entire childhood with weight.
That's a lie. That's a big fat cap. If you know this girl from when she was small to whatever age she began to do her business, she wasn't that fat. She's not somebody that you can say she's fat. In fact, this is what she looks like from her age, small age to the adulthood. Take a look. So after looking at this video now ask me, somebody looking like that from small till she's big, where is the weight problem, and where is the weight, and where is the how she called it, I don't feel beautiful, so quote unquote. Let's continue, Sha.
Felt attractive or worthy of male attention, and suddenly my first year of college I start losing all this weight from making small changes, and by the time I graduated I was ready to make a bigger difference. I felt extremely self-conscious about my breasts because that was the first thing to go when I lost all the weight. I lost about 50 pounds. I don't know how many kilos that is, or stones.
She said after losing all the weight, she went to college, that is university. The whole thing, the first thing she changed was the breast. After losing all the weight in secondary school, and by the clip you saw that wasn't big, but she changed the whole thing and said she did all those things and went to the university and made the changes with the breast. Somebody that is self-conscious doesn't even give a damn about all those things. Your breast is your breast. If you want to change it because you don't like it, not because you felt like it's not big enough or whatever the hell you think it is. It's Obo mentality. It's Olosho mentality. Ide. Now Olosho they think like that. Not be say you think this is how I feel about myself, but the Olosho in you will always emerge and say this is how you should look like, and you have to do it because that's how you look like. You don't care who is offended or who talk shit about it. But the Olosho in you will always get the best out of you. That's just what it is.
Well, it's a considerable amount of weight.
Yeah,
It's changed your body, changed you physically.
Completely. So my biggest insecurity was my breasts. So I wanted to more or less go back to what they normally were. And once I did that, I started garnering all of this attention from men, and I was never used to it. And I felt like unless I held on to it and kind of did what was asked of me or what was expected of me, it would go away. And after feeling what it was like, that validation and, you know, the compliments for the first time, I did not want that to go away.
You were spotted, I think, on a street. I mean, there you were a young graduate wanting to sort of find a job, and you were spotted on a street by a guy who said, I can work with you, and clearly he opened up and said, it's the porn business. What was it in you that far from running away, was drawn into it?
It wasn't. That's not how it was. It wasn't just, hey, do you want to come do porn?
That's what it is. That's what it is. It is what it is, my brothers and sisters. Somebody told you want to do a magazine shoot. You went there. Okay, let me not just jump into conclusion. Let's just complete this one.
So, oh, you're beautiful. Like, would you like to do some modeling? Oh, you know, you have a great body. Like, I think you'd be great in nude modeling. Things like that. And after I came and toured the studio, you know, it was very respectable. It was a gorgeous location. It was in Miami, in Doral, Florida. It was clean. Everyone who worked there was nice. All of their cubicles were decorated with family photos. Like, it was nothing.
Mind you,
dodgy.
this girl is 21 years. At that time, she made this interview. Somebody that is 21 years, they gave you an address to come and do nude modeling. Gave you address, gave you a card, company card. You didn't even do the research. You just took the address and went to the place, and you saw the whole thing. Normally, your brain, suppose something must tell you that this is not what it is. But the thing in you wanted that. You wanted to feel important. You wanted people to know you. You needed that fame. You needed that compliment from people. It doesn't really matter what you do. It doesn't really matter how you do it. I needed that compliment. That compliment is worth more than my self-respect. That's just what. It's not about pressure. You saw what it is. You saw after you augmented your breast. You saw how it felt. You saw everything. You felt good about the compliment, and you wanted more. It doesn't really matter about. Nobody tricked you. You knew what you were getting into. You got into it because you love the attention. That's just what it is. It's not about pushing you because you are old enough. You are old enough to know this is it. You're not just 18 years old. You're just 21 years. You know what you are getting into. You know how it goes. But you said I would do it because I needed the attention. That's it.
Or that made me uncomfortable. And after the first time I went in wasn't the first time I filmed a porn movie. It was the second time. The first time was more so, do you want to do this? Like, sign the paperwork, etc., etc.
So these guys,
the first time you went there, they told you, psych, this is not a photo shoot. This is not modeling. This is work, online work. If you do a shower work, mind you, this girl is. I will not. She's 21 years. They told you, auntie, no, porn you won't do. No, Losho TV now you will be. Listen, can you do it? If you can do it, sign the paperwork. She's in university. She's educated. She's well enough. She's of age. She read the document. She read everything. She signed it. She said I would do it. Not because she doesn't even know what she's signing. She can read. She can write. She's intelligent. She read everything. She read that sometime if I come to work on Friday, 3 guys will bang me. Sometimes if I come to work on Monday, 5 guys will choke me. Sometimes if I come to work on Sunday, 7 guys will tear me apart. I read it. I signed it because I love the attention. I love the money. I love the validation. I love everything that comes from the work. But I don't want the critics. That is just it. Because you went interview today, sign paper tomorrow. Today, tomorrow, you start banging. That is not forcing. This is just a personal choice. Nobody forced you. It's just your personal choice. Let's continue.
Saw you, frankly, as a money machine. Absolutely.
You are a client,
You have no advice.
not a money machine. You are a client, and you did your work as a client. That's just it. When a coach or a club sign a player, they don't see the player as a money. This is a yes, you are there to make money for them, not business. We pay you, play football. Until we paid you and hired you to come and bang on national TV. That's just what it is. Nobody will pay you. This is not Nickelodeon. You read it, you saw it, you say this is sausage factory. Every day, come take sausage, go.
Advisors, you have no lawyer, you have no nothing. So
What 21-year-old has a lawyer on retainer?
I'm just trying to get my head around how stressful this must have been, and whether even now, because you sit here so poised, and obviously a lot of time has passed and you've moved on, but do you think there is some sort of post-traumatic stress that is in you from this experience?
Yes, and I think it kicks in mostly when I go out in public, because the stares I get, I feel like people can see through my clothes, and it brings me deep shame. It makes me feel like I lost all right
That
to
is
my
it.
privacy, which I did because I'm one Google
Thank
search
you.
away.
Yeah.
That's just what I want people to know. If you are ready to do all this kind of business, know that your right to privacy is taken away, and the type of celebrity you are is different from the type of celebrity another person is. Somebody like Angelina Jolie or these actresses, although they sometimes they do nude scene in movies, but the type of celebrity they are is big difference, because the way we look at them, oh, and the way we look at you, we can look at you and guess what your inside look like, and we can still get it right. And I can have you in my picture and I can watch your movie, private movie, anywhere I am without you doing anything, because you can't do anything about it. There is nothing you can do about it. There is no way you will put it. There is no way you will say it. There is no way you can put it. You are for the public. You are for the streets. That's it.
And those images you cannot expunge. You have no right, even though it is deeply personal to you, you have no right to remove them from anybody's view around the world.
Yeah.
It is very hard.
It is.
And I'm just thinking, this isn't, I mean, this story is your story, but frankly, it's also the story of other porn actors and actresses.
I honestly started seeing that recently after the interview came out, and people started reaching out, and all of the emails go, my manager checks them, and when he gets stuff like that, he filters them and sends them to me. And reading the words of some of these girls who have been sex trafficked and forced into porn, and all of these stories of
Listen,
girls.
yes, I know there is something like sex trafficking. Yes, I know about all those things. But once you meet somebody and sign an agreement that you will do this, the company will never risk casting somebody that is under 18. They will always cast somebody they will cast. Even if you are 17 today, you are getting 18 tomorrow, they will cast you that tomorrow you did your 18 years. But they will not risk that that's underage. You know already what you want to do. The company did not force you. The company did not prey on you. You did it by yourself, and you wanted to feel the fame. And it is getting worse and worse by the day, because even if no matter how you say it, and the company like Pornhub come in your area and say, we need clients, we need actresses, people will still go, because they want it. Olosho is something that is imbued in some women. They can't do without it. No matter how old they are, the Olosho in them will always be awakened. They will want that thing. They will want to feel it. They will want to see people look at them. It doesn't matter what you talk about them, but keep talking about me. They don't care.
Lives have been ruined by it, and by men who have taken advantage of them, and by contracts that they didn't even understand the jargon of. It makes me feel like, okay, maybe maybe it was good that I started talking and that I posted this
Start talking
interview
about,
and
listen,
that
you said they gave you contract, but you didn't understand the jargon. They did not force you to sign any contract. They gave you the contract. You are well within your right to take the contract home, call a lawyer, or call somebody that is well informed. You read the contract and you can edit and negotiate the contract. This is not a force. This is not by force. You must. This is not courtism. You are here. You are not going away. You read the contract. Say yes, I like the contract, but you have to change this, change that. It is you. You are the act. You are the body of the business. But because of you are desperate for fame and you want validation, you can even sign to knock on top of a plane or inside parachute. People do all those kinds of things because they need the attention. The attention is more bigger than the whatever the hell they want from it. The attention, and they want to feel among. That's just it. Nobody is deceiving anybody. 17-year-old girl can read, write, and read contracts and know this is what I'm signing. Even if I don't understand, then I should read it more because this is a job. But people are getting it wrong because they think, oh, this is a 5-year-old. No, these are grown ass women.
that I'm speaking out now because other people feel the same way. And even if they don't relate on as deep a level as, doing porn, they can relate on the level of being insecure and being pressured into doing something they didn't want to do.
You were wearing the Islamic headscarf.
Listen, guys, the interview is still out there. If you still want to watch it, you can go and watch it. But all I'm just saying is that this is somebody that said that she wants to find a better husband. She wants everything to end. But the Olusho in her still will not let her be. Because after the whole thing, she found a husband, a nice cook, a nice man that married her and don't even want to care about her life. And she still divorced the guy because the Olusho in her will not keep her as a wife. She found a man that wants to marry her after taking all those sausages. And she said, I quit the industry. The man took her home. The man made her a wife. The man said, this is my restaurant, work with me and nobody knows about your past. She still divorced this man and went ahead and started dating a rapper and started doing all the Olosho lifestyle again. That is to tell you that no matter how you think about it, the Olosho in them is bigger than whatever you want to make out of them. Because no matter the opportunity they want to present themselves as the victim, they are not the victim. They just don't like the attention they are getting. If they are getting, I love you all the time, she will still be in the industry. But people came after her and was like shouting. She got abandoned by the family and the country, her home country banned her. That is why she came out. But if everybody was like, sweetheart, we love your work, we love your artwork, she will still be there because she loved the attention she's getting. That's just the difference. The attention changed and she thought she would change the career, but the Olosho in her can never make her a housewife because it is there with her. And it is something that she will change within herself, not anybody. Thanks for watching. See you next time.